Could it be true? Are you an Arcturian star being that has incarnated here? Doubt no longer. Uncover if the Arcturians are your starseed type, as we unravel their mysteries, characteristics, and hardships. Could you be one of them? Stay tuned. Welcome to Higher Beings Explained. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell icon, to get updated with everything about the mysterious higher beings. Many starseeds from different planets and stars in the universe are on Earth now. Arcturians are one of them. They come from the Arcturus star and lived most of their lives in a higher dimension. They have chosen to live a life on Earth now and have reincarnated here. They made this decision to help the Earth make the transition from the third to the fifth dimension, because their qualities are very suitable to contribute to this development. In this video, we're about to uncover the magic behind these remarkable qualities. The most effective method to determine if you are one of these outstanding Arcturian star beings is by utilizing your intuition. Use your inner detector. Just listen to what you recognize. Test it against what resonates within you. Test it against what feels right for you. If you identify with numerous characteristics and they resonate deeply with you, then you have found your answer. So, let's find out. Arcturians want to know everything. They ask a lot of questions. That's nice about them, because it makes conversations go into depth. Arcturians really are the questioners. They want to know everything. They want to sink their teeth into everything. Thereby they are quite often fascinated by other cultures, the climate, other starseeds, or the universe in general, quantum physics. They are very connected to nature. They have a deep appreciation and respect for nature and like being outdoors. Often, they are also very logically oriented. So they think very much in terms of what is logical. They like to investigate something and want to understand it in detail. So they immerse themselves deeply into something. And then they can delve deeply into something else. And again. And delve deeply into something once more. So sometimes they look at something on its own, and then from there they zoom out to the bigger picture again. But they want to understand everything in detail. So they really seek that depth in the sense of wanting to understand things. And because of that, they can sometimes overlook others. Because they dive so much into that knowledge. Wanting to understand this. Wanting to understand that. While they actually do that with the biggest heart and the biggest purpose. They really want to do it right and have good vision. And sometimes they may go a bit too far in pursuing that vision. Like, oh, I want to do this, I want to change that, this needs to be different on Earth. And sometimes they can lean towards the extreme in their thinking. These visionaries can also be mathematical or analytical. But that's not always the case. Some are also a bit technical, but not all. Because they are so strong in their minds, in the analytical, practical, logical, and explanatory aspects, they sometimes find it difficult to feel. And find it difficult to fully allow their feelings. So they suppress parts of themselves a little more than others. And in that regard, they build a wall around themselves. To protect themselves a bit from their feelings. Because their feelings don't really help them in that whole logical part. Sometimes, this makes them feel conflicted. Arcturians seem a bit like the Sirius people. The Sirian starseeds. But they are more about logic than Sirians. About wanting to understand. Wanting to delve into something. The big difference between Arcturians and Sirians is that Sirians are somewhat more the leaders, and do so a bit more from their heart connection. They are more the leaders based on that very deep sensitivity that they have, which they often don't show very much, but which they do have. Arcturians are slightly less sensitive. They still are, but slightly less than Sirians. And Arcturians focus much more on innovation. They are the pioneers. Therefore they are very focused on the future. Like the Sirians, the Arcturians also desire leadership, certainly, but they much more desire to delve deep into something. The Sirians are a bit more the inspirers, and the Arcturians are a bit more the experts. Let them go to a library, and they'll read all the information and ask questions about it. From there, they become experts in their field. And from this expertise, they are also leaders in the areas of innovation, progress, and change. Also very characteristic of the Arcturians is that their shadow side is very important, precisely because they can suppress things within themselves to some extent. So it's very important for them to do shadow work. To look at that. And of course, that's important for everyone. But for Arcturians, this is extra important. Because if they don't do shadow work, they don't use some of their own power. That shadow is something that really belongs to them. Not to be in that shadow, but to step out of it. Because people with an Arcturian star origin who incarnate here on Earth, really want to dive into something, delve deeper into something, and understand everything about it. This also applies to their own shadow. They also want to know and understand everything about themselves. Also their shadow sides, and in which experiences these shadow sides originate. If they don't do that shadow work, they are more likely to fall into addiction, depression, or anxiety. And they also do many more things from a place of fear. They can sometimes get a little stuck in that fear. Something very beautiful about Arcturians is that they are often very balanced in their masculine and feminine energies, precisely because their focus also includes that aspect of wholeness and shadow work. While at first glance, their qualities may seem quite masculine because of their logical approach. However, at the same time, they are also engaged with the shadow, with what is suppressed within them. This is also precisely allowing the feminine aspect to be present. Moreover, they also strongly stand for loyalty, and they truly have a big heart. And that is also the feminine side. Arcturians have come here to offer a lot because they can be so innovative and practical, are very loyal, and have a big heart. Arcturians really are the doers. It really makes them happy. And they like to work with their hands. That is quite contradictory for them, because on the one hand, they want to work with their hands and enjoy doing things. And on the other hand, they want to delve into everything and explain everything with their minds. That is the contrast that the Arcturians sometimes encounter within themselves. That's about it, for now. About the Arcturians. What are your thoughts about these intriguing star beings? Do you recognize yourself in the characteristics of an Arcturian? Let us know in the comments. Let's see with how many we are. Not much that resonated with you? No worries. In our upcoming videos we'll delve into many other types of starseeds that you actually might recognize yourself in. Thank you for watching. If you want to know more about higher beings and the extraterrestrial, make sure you click the subscribe and bell button. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. This will help to spread the message of higher beings and multidimensionality.